Hi, welcome to Hammer Wrench Renovation. We've got a small project I'm going to do today, and it is to do with our front door. So when we were renovating our house about 4 years ago, we got all black handles, hinges, all the hardware. When we got the alarm system, it came in this silver, and I didn't want to paint it in case we didn't stay with the black hardware. So I flexi-dip. Well, over time, coming in and out of the house, this has started to peel. And that's not a bad thing, being 4 years old. But today, I'm going to make it a little more permanent, and I'm going to paint it. So let's take this off and get it cleaned and ready for some paint. So now that those screws are out, we can take this part off. Plug that. Now there's 2 more screws there. Now this should come right off. There we go. Now to get the front cover off, we're going to take off these 4 little screws. Now with the 4 screws out, pull off the back plate, we can pull out the numbers. Now it's just the cover. We can strip all of this right here off. Some pretty good stuff. I've been held on there for so long. Bet people wish their wheels held up like this. But I guess this keypad here doesn't reach a couple hundred degrees like wheels do. You can see this nickel color sure would not match all of our black handles and hardware. Alright, and we'll finish this up, and then we'll take it out, get it cleaned and ready to paint. So the deadbolt was also flexi-dip. So I peeled it off and covered the part with the keyhole so I can paint it as well. Now I did scuff these to get some of the sheen off with some steel wool. So now I'm going to shoot them with some brake clean, get all my oil off my hands off. I'll let that dry for a few minutes. Now while I'm waiting on it to dry, I'll come over here, and I kept one of these wheels from the Mark 8. And when I get my new shop, I'm going to make it a hose reel. Just attach it to the wall. And it isn't in great shape. It's just a little something for me to remember it by. And that navigator wheel there off of Riker's car, the chrome is flaking on the inside, and that's making the seal not good between the tire and the bead, and so it is leaking air. So we've got to replace that wheel. So its purpose may also be a hose reel, maybe a water hose, air hose, not sure. That's Millie. You've seen her before. She is so excited when you get to come see her outside. Millie, you want to go for a swim? Get in. So I know I've shown pieces of our backyard. Well, this is what we built as to sort of have a place at home that we could go swim, sit outside, tiki bar right over there, shops close by. So boys can swim, the grandbabies can come over. Just a nice place that's all our own. I think we're going to miss it. So in this little town we're in, we've only got a 1/4 acre here, and that's pretty tough to do the things that I want to do, which is work on cars. I'd like to build a shop, and there's just not enough parking. Last year we had 7 cars at one time, and there was just really nowhere to park them all. So this is the shop tucked back in the corner of the yard. I don't use it a whole lot for working. I think the last time I worked in there was to do the carburetor on the generator and to do the hub seals on the Excursion. So when we moved in here, that was just a carport, a 20 by 30, and we closed the bottom end with a half wall and screened it. That way we could sit outside and not have to feed the mosquitoes. And we put garage doors on the end, so it looks like it's a garage, but it's multi-purpose. We kind of like it. So my spray rig is sitting on top of the fire pit that we sit by every night. Go ahead and lay a few light coats on it. Well, it looks like it's nice and dry. Let's give it a little more. That'll do for now. So if you've seen the transformation video I put up of the kitchen and living room, I figured I would show you a walkthrough of what it is if you wanted to get a closer look. Now it looked like 1963 when we moved in, and so we've added new doors, we painted it, we pulled up the old carpet, and there was actually a wall that started here and went all the way to there. And there was a doorway in here. And so that's when me, Riker, and Hayden built that 20-foot beam and put it up and took this wall out. Now holding up this bar are 2 of the cabinets that were part of the kitchen. So I wanted to have as much room as possible between the refrigerator and the bar, and also have a lip to where you could sit up stools and eat at. And I also wanted it to run over the ends, so one end could hold a bar stool and the other end could have these cubbies. So I built those cubbies there, and I ordered these spindles on the ends off of eBay maybe. Built that, stained and routed, and sealed the butcher block countertop. We ordered in these appliances and installed them about a year ago. And we had one of those giant refrigerators, the 3-door, and it was just so big that we would rather have a smaller model because we have 2 other refrigerators here, one on the pool deck and one on the carport. We painted the cabinets, the tops and bottoms. We replaced the countertops here with butcher block, and then an undermount sink and added in a garbage disposal. Got a push button here. This is one of those air operated, if you've ever wondered. And all it does is send a pulse of air to a little control box over here, and that turns on the disposal. And this came with a electric cooktop when we got here, and I changed it to a gas cooktop, and then we wanted a real stove that has a gas top and a gas oven as one. And what we didn't want is an over the stove microwave, because it brings that level down to right at the top of the cabinet, the bottom of the cabinets there, and there just isn't a whole lot of room. So what we opted for is this full-size microwave here that will heat the piss out of everything that you put in it. Works really well. This is the old doorway that went between the kitchen and the hallway, and so I changed that into a shelving unit, and you could add a door and cover it. I just didn't do that. Added in these LED lights to the ceiling, where this kitchen had a fan in it, as well as in the old dining room area. Also, the AC vents were actually in the wall, so we had to take those out and go up and cut new holes for the drops in the ceiling and hang these pendant lights here. This is the old dining room. Took that fan out and added an LED. And I always thought it was interesting. It had a fireplace in it that has a stub up for gas, so you could put ventless logs in here if you wanted to. We never got around to that, but I think it would make it really cozy. These floors were put in about a year ago, and that, along with the butcher block and the beam here, I think ties it all in really well. You can see all the doors down the hallway are the same, and if they look familiar, yeah, that's the same doors that they have on Friends with the 5 panels there. Kind of cool, huh? All right, it's all dry. Time to put it back together. Screw all these back in. Be right back. All right, got it all back together. Now it's time to put it in the door. So here's the result. It's been painted. It's not peeling. Looks a whole lot better. Let's do this right here. There we go. Okay. I think that'll work. So that's it for today. Got the front door lock pad painted. Gave a little tour of our area and let you see and learn a little bit more about us. And there's also an opportunity. We got stickers. And if you saw my community post, that'll tell you how to get a sticker mailed to you for free. Go check it out. Rules are very easy. Anyone can do it. Check my community post. Get you a free sticker. Thank you for watching Hammer Wrench Renovation. I really appreciate all of you. And we'll see you guys next time.